Success Insight shares the stories of the people with passion and drive who make things happen in the world. Here's your host, Howard Fox.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mindset Monday with Andrée Martin on the Success Insight podcast. Now, Andrée, as you all know, is our leadership mindset and golf performance coach. She is an LPGA Class A Life member, a nationally recognized top 50 golf teacher and expert, a member of the Maine Golf Hall of Fame, and she is a Neurolinguistic Programming Master Certified Coach. Recognizing golf's value as a business tool in today's competitive marketplace, Andrée works with individuals, groups, corporate or organizational clients to create educational and team-building programs that enhance the professional success of aspiring executives. Andrée, welcome back to another episode of Mindset Monday on the Success Insight podcast.
Thank you, Howard. It's always a pleasure to be here, especially on our Mindset Monday to talk about another great topic for the audience to enhance and key in on that mindset that we need for peak performance.
Fantastic. And, this is the third week of November. We are heading right into Thanksgiving.
It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Very hard to believe. But hey, we made it almost through another year. It's been another wonderful season with you, and I'm excited. What's in store for us today?
Well, I'm excited too, because we've had now 2 years of COVID. And I think a lot of people have figured out how to pivot, turn things around, and it's harvest time. Today's topic is the 7 key questions to ask in a time of thanks and giving.
I love it.
And it's that time of year. And I know it's your favorite holiday, Howard. And I just love what that whole holiday brings to people. It just tends to put a smile on your face when you think of thanks and giving.
Oh, definitely. And it's family, friends, and just
absolutely
little overeating, I will admit, but
this is the time we tend to overindulge a bit, but as long as there's a good balance there's no reason to worry about that.
Definitely.
After all, we're continuing to go for the gold and not settle for silver, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And I have to say over and over again with my own coaching clients and on the other podcasts, I find myself, you already know, think box, go box, and going for the gold, not settling for silver. It's that is firmly ensconced in my brain now.
I love it.
I've got those neural pathways.
Those neural pathways are crisscrossing and firing on all cylinders, aren't they, Howard?
Most definitely that.
That's great. Well, the beauty of thanks and giving is it also happens to be Oktoberfest time. We just passed through, and it's harvest time to celebrate the harvest of the year. So I know we're talking to a lot of business leaders out there and individual leaders, and maybe folks that are looking at becoming entrepreneurs and branching out on their own and honing their games in sport. So to bring the team, the family together and finding the abundance together, we all accomplish more. That's one of my favorite sayings. I've used it for years. Together, each accomplishes more. And it's a time to philanthropically give back, both from a corporate standpoint as well as individual. And oftentimes, maybe it's just a matter of sharing the harvest with those in need, those not so lucky as we are. And to look at those blessings you have to share in the abundance. And it not only warms your heart, that giving light expands and grows, because in giving, we do receive, don't we?
We do. And, it's interesting, in much of the work you and I do, it's not all about money. We need to make a living. We need to pay our bills, take care of ourselves, and kind of like in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we have to take care of it. But we can use our talents, our gifts to help raise others up and, and be of service to them.
It makes me think, there was a movie, and I'm trying to pull up the name of it, but it was all about paying it forward.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And I love Thanksgiving for that. You get to pull, I mean, gosh, for years I've had those that don't have a place to go. Come on, just come on over. We'll figure it out. Maybe it's not a big old turkey, but it's something. So let's come back to the topic, the 7 key questions to ask in a time of Thanksgiving. So how's your year been? Is it a challenging year? How have you shifted your mindset into gratitude? Think about gratitude. And if you haven't, how will you do this now? So the first question to ask yourself, in me having stated this, what did you learn from the hardship? A lot of people have had to pivot through COVID. What have you learned from it? It's not about dwelling in it. What have you learned? Second question is, what did it teach you? Third question, how did you coach yourself through all this? How did you coach your team, your company, your family? Fourth question, how did you shift and redirect? Did you create a new playbook entirely? Or was it just a new play? I know it's still a football season, but it also could be you're stuck in a hazard on the golf course. How'd you come out of it?
Right.
What new strategy did you create? Right? And then the fifth question is, what can you do now to celebrate in the most difficult harvest year? Or what can you do to celebrate in the most abundant harvest year that you have just had? Wherever your perspective is coming from, you can ask those questions and shift immediately. And then number 6, how will you shift for an even better year ever? To a positive outcome, both in your bottom line, in the score, in your game that you play, even your family, and how you interact and deal with one another. What needs even more work and tweaking, right? And 7 is, what gratitude can you give yourself for all those accomplishments you've done, even in a challenging year? And of course, in a very positive year, you definitely want to take the time to look at that. Maybe you just write down everything you're grateful for and really enjoy that, right?
I love that last activity because, one, it doesn't even have to wait until the end of the year, but I think
No, it doesn't.
On a monthly basis, a weekly basis, a daily basis, we should be checking in with ourselves, our loved ones, talking about what has gone well. How can we celebrate what we've gone through and what we've accomplished?
Sure. And then there's where the philanthropy comes in too, isn't it? And so all of those combined, that's why I like that as number 7. What gratitude can you give yourself for all your accomplishments?
Yeah.
And then what do you stand for now? Now that you've grown that much more. And then what is your mindset? We are a country, despite all the challenges, of abundance. So the more we grow, the more we can share and give to make the world a better place.
Sure.
And that is all about thanks and giving.
I love it. Well, I will have to tell you, I am grateful, and I've shared this before, that you and I are here together, creating this gold. And
me too, Howard. It's been a pleasure.
Journey. Yeah,
it has been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to how we can expand and grow this even more to reach more people. And folks out there listening, we'd love to get your feedback. We'd love to hear your successes, your gratitude list. Feel free to share it. We'd love to add insight even more.
Most definitely that. So, Andrée, I know we've got December's episodes to produce, and
absolutely, they're ready to go.
Great way to close out the year, and also to plan for the new year. But at least now with these questions to ask in a time of Thanksgiving, that'll help us get started to really think about what we've accomplished and what's in store for us for next year.
And it can all happen with one little small deed.
Yep.
And then it expands and grows from there.
Yep. Just like you said,
absolutely.
It's paying it forward.
Paying it forward.
Very much.
What it's all about.
Andrée, before we head out, once again, if our listeners would like to learn more about you and your work, where are the best places for them to go?
Absolutely, Howard. You can always visit my website, which is Andrée with 2 E's, AndréeGolf.com. I can also be reached through the YouTube site, my Facebook site, LinkedIn, and Instagram.
All right. Fantastic. Well, we will definitely provide all the backlinks in the show notes. And really just, again, I want to thank you and for the gifts that you keep giving. At least twice a month, we produce these episodes. So it's been a wonderful journey with you.
Well, it's a wonderful journey to team up with you as well, Howard. And thank you for all you do and that you are accomplished through the Success Inside podcast.
All right. Fantastic. Okay, folks, we have just been chatting with Andrée Martin for another episode of Mindset Monday on the Success Inside podcast. Now, we're going to provide all the backlinks to Andrée's website and her social sites. You can also find this episode and all of our other episodes with Andrée, as well as the entire library of Success Inside episodes on our website, successinsidepodcast.com. We are also on Facebook and LinkedIn on our Success Insight podcast pages. And also you can find us on all of the major podcasting platforms, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Audible, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and especially Spotify, where we have our playlist with all of our Mindset Monday with Andrée Martin episodes located. And I will share, as this podcasting mode of communication is expanding, many of these other platforms are giving us the ability to create playlists there as well. Whatever your cup of tea is to get your podcast, we're definitely going to make it easier for you to get the content you want, like the Mindset Monday with Andrée Martin episodes. Okay, folks. So, hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go out there, have a phenomenal day. Enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. Be safe. And really just, as Andrée was sharing, just be grateful, be thankful, and do not only for yourself, your family, your loved ones, but also in the community. And we will see you on another episode of the Success Inside podcast, and especially the Mindset Monday with Andrée Martin episodes. Okay, folks, take care, and we'll see you again soon. Bye now.
Success Insight is a production of Fox Coaching and First Story Strategies. Find us online, successinsightpodcast.com.